You've really got to hand it to the judges out there for being able to stay calm and deal with Karens. So today, we are going to see Karens against judges coming at first. This defendant tries to rizz up the judge in a Zoom call, hoping that his fine gets reduced.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, I'm good, sir. How are you?
Judge, you is so gorgeous, the judge. I just have to tell you, you're gorgeous.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. All right, Mr. Lewis. Flattery will get you everywhere, but maybe not here.
Lewis tried, but in the end, Judge Blackman was all about business.
The court is going to set bond of $5,000 on count 1.
This Karen should get an Oscar for her acting skills.
We're not gonna. I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so attacked. Help! The gavel. He's beating me.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
This Karen tries to attack the judge and gets knocked out by the cops.
Miss Hardwick,
No.
you will be held in contempt of this court if you become
I don't
disruptive.
care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to
Okay.
him.
She'll be arrested for contempt day.
While taking the oath in court, Karen decides to interrupt the judge, but this clever judge knows exactly how to handle the situation.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call.
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Ma'am, stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no? Are you going to tell the truth? All right, I'll take that as silence. I understand her attorney is on here. Where is her attorney? Again, say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days. Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court.
This guy tried to swear at the judge, but ended up with a 120-day VIP access to the prison instead.
You're going to be held no bond, sir, until further order of the court. Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. That's the truth. You're not going anywhere. That's the truth. All right, thanks. All right, Suzanne
My
Walt.
charge was battery.
Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is. What did he say? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bring him back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bring that guy back. Bring him back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, bring that guy back.
You want him back, Judge?
Yeah, I want him back right now. That wasn't good. So what did you just say when you walked away?
I called you a because you're...
Did
not
you?
The charges I had yesterday.
Okay, hold on a second,
I had
sir.
a battery charge.
Sir, this court is inclined to hold you in contempt of court, and I want to know from you, give me a reason why I should not hold you in contempt of court.
I don't see a reason why you shouldn't, because
Okay.
there's not a reason this should be here.
Thank you.
Can I take the back in?
All right, sir, hold it. Come on back. Come on back, sir. Sir, I'm inclined to hold you in contempt of court again. Would you like to tell me why I should not hold you in contempt of court for the last thing you just said?
I asked if you're...
So it's going to be 60 plus 60, okay, to run consecutive. Now, that's no big deal, but I think he needed to have a message that he can't do that in the courtroom, all right?
This Karen laughs in the courtroom when the victim's family was sobbing. You may expect what happens after this.
Amanda seems devastated by Doreen's words. But Judge Kiana Lillard apparently hears some snickering from Casal's family sitting in the gallery.
You can go to. Whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member. This is a court of law. You cannot come down to the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice and act any way you want to act.
That's the defendant's mother, Donna Casal.
Because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail. Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive and disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am, are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct criminal contempt. Anybody else want to go? Try it.
She spends a day in jail and appears next morning to apologize for her behavior. Guess she learned her lesson after spending a day behind bars.
Ms. Coates, is there something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize for what I did. I was under a lot of stress. And I deeply apologize for what I did in your court. I just needed to get out. And it's been very hard for me this year, and I know for the other family. And I'm so sorry for what I did. And I know it was wrong, and I apologize.
Things have to be conducted in decency and order.
I apologize.
You can't come to court acting a fool. I know people watch a lot of shows on TV where you see different things happening in make-believe courtrooms that give people a skewed sense of reality, but this is real life here, and we just can't have people behaving like that. It can't be tolerated. So I will modify your sentence for direct criminal contempt from 93 days to 1 day with credit for time served, and you should be released today.
God bless you, thank you. And I apologize very solely and for the other family.
So are you working?
Yes,
How much money are you making a week approximately?
approximately about $200 a week.
Okay, and do you own any property of value? A house, a car, bank account, significant amounts of jewelry?
Yes,
What do you own?
I own a lot of jewelry, all right, as well as
Go ahead.
a car.
Well, how much would you say your jewelry is worth? It's not a joke, you know. We are not in a club now.
Okay, but if you know,
Hey, well, you see, we
but
are not in a club. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about it.
You're
You
being
just
very.
made me
I can
laugh.
see you're serious, all right.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Like what?
Like Rick Ross.
Huh?
It's worth
Ma'am?
money.
Have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Judge, I'll make it easy for the court, respectfully. I'll accept the appointment at this time.
No, I'm going to appoint you because you own a lot of substantial amounts of jewelry. You can go and sell your jewelry for a private attorney. What is the standard bond?
It should be,
Ain't going to be no PTS.
okay, 5,000 on count one, and then the rest should be ROR. Oh yeah, this thing is also requesting a referral to Division 51 because she has no
Count one would be 5,000 per hour cost found. Count two would be ROR.
This is requesting ROR on count 2 through 26.
And refer to Division 51. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, ma'am. Come back. Come back. Give me the paper again. Count one would be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios. Come back again. Come back again. Bring him back again.
What's up?
I believe I heard you saying to.
Yes, I did. I'm not going to the
I believe you. Did you say?
Actually, I
Did you say that?
Yes, sir. I did.
Oh, you did say that?
I'm not
I find you in direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
She was sentenced to 30 days in the county jail, and her bail was reduced to $5,000, and the sentence revoked 4 days later when she apologizes to the judge.
My behavior was very irrational, and
I apologize not only to the court and you, but to my family.
Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm not a monster. I know I make you laugh, but it's all right. Don't cry. I'm not a monster. Go ahead, tell me.
And I normally don't act like that. So...
Let me ask you a third question. Do you use Xanax? Do you take any Xanax? Sunday.
Yes, I did.
How many?
2.
2?
This Karen deserves an Oscar for her top-notch acting.
Control yourself.
Sitting just behind Vera DeWitt is Jan Schaefer, the city's Public Works Commission chairwoman. That's all.
Thank you. The next speaker is Marvin Clayton. Hey, stop that woman from leaving the room. She should be arrested.
This lawyer got mad when things were not going his way.
She chose not to be here.
That's not accurate, Judge.
Okay, okay, your objection's noted.
We had a phone status conference 2 weeks ago in which Ms. Schiffel...
Your objection is noted. Okay?
I'm not going to participate in this proceeding without the elected county prosecutor. I think this is a sham that you're going forward. When the court was
You're going to sit here. You're going to sit here.
You were told about her unavailability and specifically told her on the phone not to cancel that appointment, that it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to be here for the decision, that's your business.
Well, Your Honor, I think this is outrageous. You're going forward without the prosecutor.
I have prepared my remarks and my decision here today. And I am, I am glad I had the opportunity to spend the night to do some deliberation on this matter and think about it.
This former judge was dragged out of the courtroom when chaos erupted.
Deputy can take her away.
She ended up spending 75 days in jail because of helping her convict brother in court. The woman in the next clip is at odds with the judge over showing up to court when she wasn't even served. The judge obviously is irritated because she should not be there besides trying to get some kind of revenge. So the judge smacks her with some fine for her to pay instead.
Good afternoon, Judge Karen Stevens. Pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on this what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense. I am not stalking Mr. Nicoletti.
I haven't signed a PPO.
His petition for a PPO. Let me...
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but may I...
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion taking up this court's time for no good reason other than your own personal vendetta against this man for whatever reason you may have, and I really don't care because it does not involve me or my court. However, had I issued a PPO, you would have a basis to be before me. I did not issue a PPO. He did not pursue his right to a hearing on the PPO. You were never served, and here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and make him pay money? No, ma'am. Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs of $500 forthwith to the county clerk's office.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I knew it was fixed.
I beg your pardon?
I knew it was fixed.
Miss Stevens, I highly suggest that you just exit my courtroom and go pay the sanctions before I find you in contempt.
This psycho Karen tries to tackle her lawyer because things were not going her way. This arrogant law student is absolutely owned by a judge because he argued and insulted her judgment.
She was put on notice that there was going to be...
Even you don't testify to that.
An application.
The best you have testified to about notice is, I do believe there was talks about application.
Exactly.
But I'm reading your words, right?
Exactly.
But I don't recall telling her specifically how the process works.
She was on notice.
That is not
There's an
putting her on
application.
notice, Mr. Paulino. She's going to have to fill out a 10-page thing that asks her to list.
She can't go down to the condo place and get an application.
It's not.
This is standard practice, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Paulino, you're dead wrong.
That's your opinion.
No, that's my ruling, pal. And let me tell you something, Mr. University of Miami Law School. I taught at UM for many, many years, and you right now are embarrassing us. You do not show that kind of disrespect, okay? If you don't like what the judge is doing, then you take it to the next forum. But you do not sit here and say that's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer.
I don't want to be either.
Good, because you don't have it in you. But you got a lot to learn about what it means to be a member of the Florida bar. And if you think that this kind of petulance and babiness on your part, to turn around and tell a judge who you disagree with, well, that's your opinion, is going to get you anywhere, you are sorely mistaken. If there's nothing you should have learned in the last 2 years as a law student, there's something you should have learned as a human growing up, that you do not show that kind of disrespect. You don't like it, take it to the hallway. But you do not look a judge in the face, because I don't care what you think about me. You got to respect this process. And if there's anybody who I expect to respect this process, it's a second-year law student at the University of Miami. Verdict for the plaintiff, $450 and court costs.
In this video, according to the judge, this man was held accountable for deliberately hawking up saliva on policemen. He denies it, even though at the start of the video we can hear him preparing to do just that.
All the evidence shows that you deliberately...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know
the words were that you deliberately were hawking up...
Bullshit. I didn't hawk up no saliva, okay? That's bullshit, and you're gonna believe those lies. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't hawk up no saliva. You gonna believe a lie, because they wearing uniform. Just like they beat Richards.
Such a nice guy.
They beat Richards. Did they beat Richards in February? That wrote, oh, and you don't know who Richards is, huh? February 15th, that rogue ass Diaz beat the man, fractured his jaw, put him in the hospital on life support. You remember that? He's doing such a good job, isn't he? Diaz, wearing a uniform, right? Rogue ass deputy.
Look at me.
Just like Eagle. You ain't gotta scream at me. You gonna raise your voice at me?
Oh my God.
You raise your voice to me, I raise my voice to you. You just in a road.
I appreciate Mr. Gaines making my point for
you punk.
Very well received.
Maggot mother.
And I don't think I have to take insults from.
I know. You. Use a.
He's a tough guy now.
Use a.
But I think
use a. You'll be a after I get sentenced, punk.
I think Mr. Gaines has forfeited to be.
I'm ready to go. I was ready to go. You punk.
I'm talking.
You.
Take out of the courtroom.
He's a maggot.
Yeah, you're a tough guy.
He's a maggot, punk. You should have died when you was a baby.
Yeah.
Maggot.
Anytime, Mr. Gaines.
Shut up, punk. He's a maggot. You should have died when you was a baby.
Handled the situation as calmly as possible.
But have you ever been treated for any mental health issues?
Why don't you go fuck yourself first?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
I said go fuck yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a little busy right now, so I'm not able to do that. Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you.
Ma'am, he's trying to help you, and please don't use profanity or try and disrupt my courtroom, because I don't want to be forced to hold you in contempt of court. All right, Mr. Snyder's trying to help you. And I'm ordering that you stay away from Cynthia Cuba. Do not have any contact with her, and you must stay away from her home and place of business. As to the other case...
Who is this bitch cunt Cynthia Cuba? Tell me!
I think that's the lady you allegedly tried to hit with the pliers. The other case...
That bitch!
F-14267.
That bitch is right from
The bond on count one is $5,000.
Hey, bitch!
The lead
Hey,
counts
bitch!
2 and 3 would be someone to play.
Hey,
Count 2 would be
bitch!
someone to play.
That
It's
is right from
$5,000, and count 3 is $1,000. Have a nice day, ma'am. We'll try and get you into the house.
This entitled Karen gets put into her place by the judge when she tries to false accuse the defendant.
Miss Gray,
You are suing the defendant because you got hit by a football while you were at the beach, and you feel that the defendant was being negligent?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Explain what happened.
Okay. So I went to the beach, and I want to be suing him for $750 because he hit me in the face with a football. He broke my nose, he broke my cartilage, and they had to re-break my nose in order for it to be fixed. And I have my medical report right here.
Wow. Okay. Can you give Renard your evidence? Okay. So you broke your nose.
Yes. So the insurance covered most of it, but like I said, there's $750 left over that I think that since he's the one who hit me in the face, I feel that he should pay. So about 6 months ago, I went to the beach. It was Sunday, and I go every single Sunday. I go to the beach, and he's never been there before. I go to the same spot every time. He's never been there. I always go to by the dock, by 13.
And this is a public beach, is that correct?
Yes, it is a public beach. There are children and everything. So I bring my grill over to the fire pit, and there's more than one person at the pit. There's more than one grill. So I want to grill my veggie burgers. And so I'm getting it set up, and he comes over, and him and his friends are there, and they're playing football. And he's really immediately very angry and hostile about the fact that I dare to set up my grill in his pit. So I'm saying, I just want to grill my veggie burgers. It doesn't take long to grill a burger. So he's getting really mad. He's raising his voice. He's using a lot of four-letter words with his friends, with me, with everything. So he offers to grill my burgers for me. So I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal.
Okay, so did he have his own grill set up?
Yes, he had his own grill.
So he had a grill there already?
Yes, but he didn't want me to set up my grill.
Okay. Did he have people around his grill? Did he have like a party or certain people set up around his grill?
Yes, he had a table, and he had like food on the table, and his friends were there. There was about 15 people.
Okay, so then somebody was occupying that area then?
Yes, but I mean, my stuff...
So if he was occupying that area, why would you want to go occupy that area if somebody's already there?
I just thought that there would be room, because I have a mini grill. I just thought that there would be plenty of room, and I knew it wouldn't take long to grill my burgers.
All right. Okay, I see what you mean.
And he was and his friends were all being nice and everything. I just thought, I'll grill my burgers quick. I'll get out of their hair.
So you were kind of like in the middle of their party. Did they have like a table set up right next to the grill?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did they have chairs and?
Yeah, they had some chairs and everything like
that.
So
then you were having a get-together around the grill.
Yes, Your Honor. My friends came down from college that weekend. We're from Wisconsin, and I haven't seen them in a while, so me and my girlfriend, we planned a whole beach thing for that weekend.
Tell me about your setup. What did you have?
We had a table set up. We had our lawn chairs. Our girlfriends were on towels. We basically made it obvious that we are occupying this entire area here, this pit area. And, a few of us are playing football, and the rest of the girls and some of the guys were over there by the pit, grilling and stuff. And I noticed her walking by as we're playing the game, and she just had this sense of entitlement. She's walking through. I watched her set up her stuff.
Where did she set up her stuff?
It was like 10, 15 feet from where we were playing football.
Oh, I see.
And I let her know that, look, we're playing football here. You might want to, go maybe behind the lifeguard station so you don't get hit. Of course, we're being observant as well, and we're making sure that we don't hit her with the football. But, things happen when you play. As we're playing, I noticed that she walked over to my friends, and they said that she said, you guys are in my spot. You guys are in my area.
Well, yeah, I said that, Your Honor, but I said it as a joke. Like, oh, you guys are in my spot. This is where I always go. And they were all being very friendly to me, and I was being friendly to them, Just a Sunday at the beach, you meet people at the beach. You go to the beach, you meet people. And they were being very friendly.
So then what happened, Miss Grace? So how did you get hurt?
He had grilled me my burger, and I had sat down to eat it, and I realized that I had forgot all my ketchup, all my condiments and everything. I looked over, and he had a big pile, just like of condiments, So I walked over, and he had gone off to play football, but he had some of his friends were at the table. So I'm not going to take it, that's completely rude and immature. So I just asked, I was like, do you think it would be okay if I took a few condiment packets? And they were like, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. He shouldn't care. So I took 4 ketchup packets, and I went over, and he comes over, and he's raising his voice. He's getting all mad, like he has a problem with me, and I feel like I haven't done anything. I've been very friendly to him. I've been friendly to his friends, and he's getting mad. He's saying, don't touch my stuff.
I bought all the food and everything there, so if anyone's going to be okay with it, it's going to be me. But my friends are really nice. I know that, but still, I have the right for my stuff to be protective of my stuff.
So then you got mad at her, and you told her to what?
Your Honor, that's incorrect. I didn't get mad at her. I did tell her sternly to please stay away from my stuff.
Okay.
I had told her twice, actually, that day to stay away from my stuff.
Like I said, I was over there because he was grilling my burger, and then his friends were talking to me.
She asked me to grill her. She basically made me grill her burger, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get back to the football injury, okay?
So he's getting all mad at me, and so I have only used like 2 ketchup packets. So I'm like, okay, so he's already mad. I don't want to make him any more mad. If I just put them back, maybe he'll calm down and we don't have to discuss anything else. So I go over to put the packets back, and I look up, and there's his football that he has just thrown flies through the air and smashes me in the nose, and it hits me, and I'm on the ground, and I immediately feel my nose swell up, my eyes are watering. You know, and I've been in pain, and this is very intense pain. It hurt really, really bad.
Before you said that the condiments were near the grill, near everybody. So everybody was sitting around the grill and the condiments, right?
Right.
So there were other people around her when she got hit.
Yeah, all my friends and their girlfriends, and my girlfriend was there too.
Somebody else could have easily gotten hit by the football.
True.
Okay. So how was it intentional, Ms. Gray?
The whole day, he'd been acting very hostile. He'd been raising his voice. He just had a problem with me.
So you need to prove to me that Mr. Barnes either acted intentionally in trying to hurt you, or was negligent, unreasonable, careless, completely careless and reckless. So prove to me how, when he was playing catch with his friends, he was one of those things.
Okay, so he was, like you said, there was a lot of people around the pit. He was playing very close to the pit, and there's families there, there's kids there. Anybody could get really hurt, you know?
There were other people around you. Why would he intentionally want to hurt other people? So he didn't do it intentionally. So how was he negligent or reckless?
He was throwing it in my direction. He was throwing extremely hard.
Did you see him throw it in your direction?
Yes.
Who did you throw the ball to?
I threw it to my friend Dustin. Mm-hmm. He was playing wide receiver that day. I was quarterback.
And then Dustin didn't catch it?
Yeah, I threw a bullet to him and had to get it into the touchdown, and it slipped through his hands. Actually hit his hand. He almost caught it, Your Honor.
So then why aren't you suing Dustin?
He should have been more careful with where he was throwing the ball, how hard he was throwing the ball, with how they were acting all day. They were not being careful of the people around them.
You shouldn't have been there. That was not an area where you should have been. You were not welcome there. And an accident is an accident. There's no liability. We cannot show any type of negligence or recklessness or any type of other behavior to signal that it was an intentional act. This was not. So based on the evidence, I don't find any culpability or any liability on behalf of Mr. Barnes, and unfortunately, Ms. Gray, I will deny your claim for $750, okay?
We all have been through terrible dates, but not many of us have sued them stating we got emotionally damaged.
I'm looking here, what is it, intentional infliction of emotional distress?
Yes.
Is that the claim?
Yes, okay. It is.
That's not something that's really justiciable in district court.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said that's not something that's justiciable in district court. That has to be brought in circuit court.
So you said it's not permissible in district court. It has to be taken to circuit court?
That's an equitable action, yes. Mm-hmm. Mr. Jordan, let me just ask you this. Are you planning to represent yourself on this?
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
The problem is this. If you think it should be dismissed, you need to file the appropriate motion. You need to file a motion to ask for that.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not saying he can't, but
you can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a
when did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
Perjury is a false statement made under
I know what perjury means. Are we done here? Is it a criminal offense or not?
What statement? I don't see anything in the complaint that says he made some false statement under oath.
Because you don't know what happened. You're on the outside looking in. You don't know anything.
But you're the plaintiff. Wait a minute. You are the plaintiff.
Are we done here?
You have to lay out your allegations properly.
Are we done here?
No, we're not.
Exactly what perjury means.
No, we're
Do
not.
insult my intelligence.
You have to
do not insult my intelligence.
You have to lay your.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
Complaint out. You have to allege this in the complaint. You have not.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
It's not about that. You don't think. I don't think you understand what perjury is. It's a false statement made under oath.
Are we done here? Are we done here? Please do not insult my intelligence.
I said no.
Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not insult my intelligence as if I do not understand what the word perjury means. Do not. If it's a criminal offense, then it's a criminal offense.
Well, ma'am, it should not have been filed in district court if you want intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Okay, so that's a criminal offense.
Are you going to dismiss it and refile it?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to dismiss it. I will file another case in circuit. But as far as I'm concerned,
you can't have two cases on the ma'am. You can't have two cases going on the same issue.
Well, I'm not dismissing the case. If you want to dismiss it, that's up to you. But I, as a plaintiff, am not dismissing the case.
He has to make a proper motion.
Well, that's on him.
But I can also transfer the venue to circuit.
Yes, that's what I thought, because there were other cases that should have been transferred somewhere else. So that's okay.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. Give me the form.
Yep. Get to it.
Ma'am, what about his costs associated with appearing because you filed it in the wrong court?
I need to see because I was not aware, since you said perjury was not on there, I was not aware that a criminal offense for intentional infliction of emotional distress was considered a criminal offense there, that it had to be.
I didn't say that. Forward. That is not what I said.
Yes,
that is not what I said.
I said
that. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You stated
I said that circuit.
You stated that the criminal. You stated that emotional infliction of emotional distress is a criminal offense, and you stated that perjury is a criminal offense. But you also stated that perjury is not on the document that I placed forth before you. So criminal offense would not.
It's not in the complaint.
On there.
It's not in the complaint.
I need you to show me. I need you to show me the document which states that intentional infliction of emotional distress is indeed and in fact a criminal offense, because that's the original offense that was placed on there.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. Ma'am,
yes, you did.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I will repeat to you what I said.
I'm not either.
I said
so that's two
that
charges.
intentional.
So the charges have to,
You need to be quiet while I'm talking. You need to be quiet. Mute. Can you mute her, please?
Because perjury is a criminal offense. It has to go to circuit court.
That will not make her hear you.
Intentional infliction of emotional distress.
What I said was intentional infliction of emotional distress is something that circuit court has jurisdiction over. I never characterized that as a criminal matter. It is definitely a civil claim, but it is something that can't be done in district court. Now, that's what I said to you. You are of the mistaken belief that circuit court does not hear civil matters because you said, well, I thought circuit court only did criminal. You are the one who are mistaken about the jurisdiction of circuit court, because that's what you stated on the record. Unmuted.
She's been talking the entire time.
Well, I said I was muted.
Judge, excuse me, you don't understand how this works. Let me explain something to you about Zoom right quick.
Okay.
When I muted her and now I'm asking her to unmute, if she doesn't do something on her end, she's still muted. So right now she's still muted. But I have asked her to unmute. She's not looking at the device that she's holding.
I am ordering that this go to 7th Circuit Court. Venue is to be changed because intentional infliction of emotional distress is a circuit court matter outside the jurisdiction of district court. Plaintiff shall pay the filing fees in the receiving court. And I don't know if you asked for a jury trial or not. You did not, it looks like. So there was no jury fee. No further proceedings shall be had after transfer until these costs or expenses are paid. If not paid within 56 days of the date of this order, this case shall be dismissed by the court to which it was transferred.